Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Going to be watching FSLY out of the opening gates. So that is the game plan as of right now, and let's see what happens. I'll keep you updated. To give you a little thoughts here before the market opens, what I would like to see is FSLY. It's going to be gapping down, so that's not a question. But after the gap down, I'd like to see it actually bounce up some. Show some sort of bounce, some sort of strength that I believe would be a dead cat bounce, and then I would be looking to potentially get short on a dead cat bounce. Getting short, for those of you that are new, just means making money when prices go down. And yes, believe it or not, you can make money when prices go down in the market. Crazy concept, but totally true. And if I play this right, hopefully you'll witness it before your very eyes here. But again, like I said, the stock's going to gap down. There's no doubt about that. But ideally want to see it bounce up. Even if it doesn't bounce up, so there we go. Market is open. So let's see how this one wants to behave. And I am watching some other stocks around the market. There we go. Is my broker delayed? That was bizarre. Well, unfortunately, 90.70 almost looks like a nice little potentially pop point to get a quick scalp to the upside. Quick upside scalp break point, 1 minute. All right, 90.70, I want a piece of that. Oh, wow. Shoot. Left me in its dust. But it is bouncing now, which is good. And I'll show the alert that I made. Bummer. Well, congratulations to any of you members that actually took that. Real quick, you can see right there. Made that alert. 90.70, quick upside scalp break point. So for those of you that were able to get in there, fantastic. 90 looks to be the flush point now. I'm going to get that updated. So if this looks like it wants to get back down to 90 and break down through it, then I'll be looking to get short. If it can actually stay up, I don't know if it's going to. It's working its way down there. What I was saying is I'd like to see this candle stay above it. In fact, yeah, at this point, I'm not going to take this trade if it breaks on this candle. I want to see the next candle break it. So come on, candle. You got to be done soon. Come on. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, perfect. Now I like it that much more. So $90 is that level I'm watching. So it's attempting to work its way down there. I feel like if I pause the video, then it's going to happen so fast and I'm going to like miss the entry point or something. But we'll let it play. Well, this entry point is just looking that much more attractive, assuming this candle can also now close up above it, which looks like it's going to happen. Going to get more of a bounce here. So more so right around 90, probably 25. I'm going to get that updated there. Update. I'll show you what I'm typing here. So update. 90, 25, new flush point, 1 minute. While this thing just keeps bouncing now. Alrighty then, what is that? 91.75. I'm gonna actually update that. Just edit the post there. 91.75. There we go. So just so you can see, just edited. That's what that little pencil thing right there, 91.75, new flush point. If it can work its way down there. But yeah, right now this thing is definitely showing some strength. But we'll see if it wants to pull back some. And this thing has got so much right, making a little bit of a move. Still has a lot of work to be done. 92.50. If it can bounce up over. All right, 91.75 watching. Oh, I missed it. Can it give me a back test? Is it going to bounce up and fill me? Nice. Okay. And at 91.75 on the back test. Let's see if we can get down to at least 91. Well, might need to pull some off a little sooner. I want to give it a little bit more time to see if it wants to push down to 91. There we go. That should do it. Wow. Can it get down through 91 though? Yes, it can. All right, so 200 shares left. Let's see if it can get down through 90. And I'll take off another 100 shares. Come on, get down there through 90. Let's try. Oh, bounce. Should be a lot of buyers there, which there are. But if that fails, then that should really send it down that much. Oh, so many buyers there. Let's see if it wants to break, though. All right, took out another 100 just because I have no problem admitting I don't know if that level is going to ultimately fail or not. I mean, I want to give it an opportunity to get down there. But now it's bouncing. Well, come on, get back down there. Well, I'm glad I locked in those 100 down where I did. Let's see if we can get it to move back in the bearish direction. So now I just have 50 shares left, thinking this thing might want to bounce. You know what? I'm just going to call it good. So very nice, $453 with another potential trade that I want to take down there at 90 if this wants to roll back over. But you saw that play out perfectly live. Congratulations to members. Again, you saw me walk through everything. Where did it go? Oh, there it is right there. The 91.75 new flush point. The lesson there was I actually missed it. Remember, I missed it, but I put my order out there. I waited to see if it wanted to back test, and it did back test, which was perfect. What is that low? Low of 90.80. So I will look to short at 90.80 if it wants to pull back here. Just 100 shares because I need to protect the gains that I now have. But yeah, awesome. Very nice trade for everybody. Like I said, to members that watch these videos, congrats who took that. That whole trade lasted. Actually, let me just watch this real quick. Yeah, 90.80. All right, well, let's see. The trade started right there at 9:34 and 37 seconds. It was all out there at 9:37 and 21 seconds. So let's just call it a 4-minute trade. It was less than that, but we'll call it 4 minutes and watching 90.80. So 4 minutes. Again, even if I'm wrong here, not a big deal at all because I'm risking right around. Well, now it's bouncing back upwards. What's going on with AMD? Let's see. Oh, wow. All right, yeah, AMD. All right, well, I will go ahead and pause the video, and we'll see if there's anything else out there. Update here on FSLY. It is actually breaking that 90-80, or it's down around that area. I'm not taking it. I'm not interested anymore, just because notice these candle sizes just so much smaller now compared to the opening candles, which is to be expected. And these candles could definitely open up, so I'm not saying this thing can't, start to move really, really fast again. As you see here, it would. Right now, it's breaking down a little bit, but not quite the speed that I was looking for. And like I said, given it was 4 minutes and $450, I'll probably just call it a day. I'm not a greedy savage. I'm not quite sure many places in the world where you can make $450 in, quite literally, you saw it play out before your eyes, less than 4 minutes. So I'm happy with that. And as I've said many times on the channel, for me, being a day trader, the day trading, the riches that come with day trading are not fancy cars or not Rolex watches. If you like that stuff, totally cool. I mean, I'm not looking down on that. I'm just saying, for me personally, the riches that come with day trading are all about freedom. Freedom of what? Well, freedom of time. And you know what? It's 11 minutes into the day. I don't really feel like sitting in front of my computer the entire day long. And I have that choice as a day trader to be able to go out there and just do what I want. I'm currently up at my cottage right now in northern Michigan, Cadillac, Michigan, for any of you that are familiar with Michigan geography. And there's a lake right outside my window. So I'll be fully transparent and honest. I really don't feel like sitting here all day long. So if I can take my $450 in 4 minutes and go enjoy the lake, I will probably do that. I'm not quite willing to do it yet. I'll look around just see if there's any sort of A-plus type setups, but FSLY, for the reasons just discussed, not really what I would consider an A-plus setup. Even if it goes, which it sort of already did. I don't know if it would have went enough to be really scalpable. I went down 40 cents. So maybe, I don't know. But that's the whole point, is now I'm thinking, it went down 40 cents, whereas the first one we took, that thing went down a good $1 and made plenty of opportunities there. I'm still little frustrated. I wish it would have just broken through that 90. It could have really gotten the party started. But again, to pat myself on the back, I am glad that I finally just took off some, at least down there in the low 90s when it looked like it might not have wanted to break it. But overall, happy with the trade. But like I said, I'll look around for a little bit while longer. I mean, the market's only been open 13 minutes. So I'll look around a little bit, but odds are probably not going to take another trade. Well, I am going to wrap it up, and this is exactly why, because the emotions are surging right now, and I realize my slogan on the site is, trade without emotion, which is not really true. It should be recognize emotion, because emotions will never really go away, and the emotion that I'm feeling right now is just, I should be up basically $1,000 on the day, which is true. You look at this alert that I made down here to the community. FSL round 2 flush point. Again, flush. What direction do you think of when you hear flush? Down 90.50. So made that alert and walked away. And the reason I walked away, let me show you the chart, is there's this green candle. So the chart was looking like this, and I thought, all right, it's bouncing up here. I got time. Because at that point, I was thinking, that really is a setup I like a whole lot. Now, granted, that 90.80 mark, of course, you can argue, well, geez, Clay, you could have gotten 30 cents more, but and I should note, these truly are live. This is not a voiceover. This is not a post commentary. So you're getting my thoughts quite literally as things play out. And I mention that because, look at this. It just keeps dropping and dropping now. So yeah, I definitely need to be done. But anyways, like I said, I thought I had time because that green candle there bounced to the upside. I thought, okay, let me quick, go down and just go downstairs and just, hang out with the kids for just, not even like, let me hang out with them for the next 20 minutes. No, let me just go down, see how everybody slept last night, typical dad stuff. And then, look at that. The very next candle, that nice little solid green candle totally wiped away, went down there. And just to show where 90.50 actually was. So, and honestly, yeah, it's cool to be like, oh, wow, you made $450 in 4 minutes. But what I'm talking about right now is actually the true value in this video. And any trader with experience will say that, because, this is all the psychological stuff, and trading is pure mental. So let's see, 90.50, give or take. What was right there, you can see it broke below there on that candle. And you can see has just continued to go down. It went down literally, what's the math on that? $2, well, easily $2 and $2.75, broad math. I mean, really almost at 87.50, which would have been $3, almost $3 per share. And like I said, I actually wanted that one. That's a beautiful setup. I mean, that is an A+ setup with the way it behaved. And like I said, big green candle. Okay, I got a few minutes. I mean, it'll take a while. It'll probably maybe go up, and then come back down. But nope, very next candle, boom, to the downside, boom, there it went. So easily I should be up over $1,000, which I get it. It makes me sound like a greedy savage because it makes me sound like I'm ungrateful for making $450 in 4 minutes. But that's, like I said, that's the mental game. That's why I need to be done, because I am quite frustrated right now. All I can sit here and the one thing that I'm hanging my hat on is that at least I made that alert to members. So at least there's members out there that had 2 very profitable trades on it. The first one that you saw, 91.75, and that one. But that is why I need to officially be done, because the voices of, Clay, you should be up so much more than what you are. And I'm not denying the fact that's a very, very greedy voice. But that's a voice that needs to be acknowledged. And that's what I'm doing right now, acknowledging it. So once again, it's okay to be emotional when you trade. Emotions will never go away, but just be able to recognize them and know the solution for them. In this case, I've recognized annoyance, frustration, quite frankly, anger. I mean, that was a beautiful setup and I missed it because the thing turned around so fast. Look at that. That's ridiculous. The thing was bouncing, nice volume, green. I mean, how was I not rational to think that I at least had a couple minutes before? But no, very next candle, boom, right back down it goes. So totally my fault. And, and now it's dropping even more. Now, I'm not saying how to play this perfectly. That's not what I'm trying to get across. I'm just trying to get across is the emotions keep on building, which again, this is live. So you're getting my raw emotions here as the market plays out in real time live. So yes, I definitely need to be done. On a more positive note, though, if you are interested in joining my community and getting the alerts like you saw here play out, then all you got to do is go to claytrader.com/team, and we'll just use this pricing model, $99 for 3 months, not $99 per month, every 3 months, which breaks down to $8.25 per week. So the way you really approach that is, if I invest the $99, do I believe I can get at least $8.25 per week of value? Not per day, but just per week of value. If you think you'll get at least $8.25 per week of value, then you'll get a great return on your investment. There's also an app, so it's not like you have to stay chained to your computer or anything like that. As far as the video is concerned, if you like these live trade videos, if you like, let me know. Do you like the psychology lessons that I bake into them? Because these are as much of as a public trade journal than anything, because I like to document my thoughts, document how I'm feeling, because that's how, again, you recognize emotions and you learn how to deal with them. But I don't know, let me know. Should I just keep the thoughts to myself when it comes to the emotions, or do you like the little educational lessons that I bake in? But let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you just enjoyed the video as a whole, then the quick, easy way to communicate that to me in terms of pretty much what that like button does is it tells me, should I keep making these videos or shouldn't I? Because if they don't get that many likes, then to me, okay, this is a waste of time, because it's not necessarily easy to trade and talk through everything live in real time, because, like I said, this isn't a voiceover. So I'm trying to think, talk, make alerts all at once. So if it's not worth my time, then I won't do it. But if it is worth my time, if you do enjoy them, then like I said, hit that like button, and then check out the channel as a whole. Lots of other videos out there. So hopefully you decide to hit that subscribe button. But like I said, if you want alerts that like you saw here in this video, if you want to join the community, then just go to claytrader.com/team. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.